we're going to take apart today and take the transaxle off of this Husqvarna zero turn. It is Hydro Gear EZT. Just one of that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That's what we got going on. We're going to go ahead and start up here. There's an adjustment we don't really want to fool with in the back, so we'll take the whole bar. What we've got is a pair of baby vice grips and a flathead screwdriver. We already take the liberty of loosening everything and jacking this dude up. So nothing's gonna just fall apart. However, it shouldn't be too terrible either. So let's take that off. Go ahead and loosen that. Okay. So we'll get that off. We'll go ahead and we'll go around right here to the front. The wheel. Oh, I was going to take the wheel off. It's the wiser situation. However, can you see that? Where it's twisted the extension. Maybe you can't see it for the glare. There, you got it. So we're going to try and do this with the wheel on. It's probably not the best idea, but it couldn't be the worst. So what we've got underneath there is a 1/2 inch. Okay. Got one right here. It's a bolt and a nut. 1/2 inch up top also. Okay. Try and get in here and have the camera in here. What I got there, 9/16, don't I? Okay. Well, anyway, this thing's a little awkward, but it'll do just fine. So a 1/2 inch. Ooh. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You know what? In all reality, we have this right here. We'll save ourselves a few minutes. Go ahead and hook this ratchet up. Okay, yeah, it's a ratchet with a 1/2 inch socket also. Just go ahead and make that a little faster.
Hey Daddy,
We'll
every part you're doing,
take this guy out.
Squaring it.
Okay, good job. Thank you, baby. You are such a wonderful helper. My assistant, the lovely Daisy. Go ahead and put this back on there, just a thread or two, so that way we don't lose it. Put it off to the side. We're going to try and have the same situation right here. Alright, loosen that dude also. So, let me actually try and put this one around back, because it's great when it's great, and it's fairly awkward at any other point in time.
Don't lean down too much on it.
Okay, blocking it. Maybe. Almost. There we go. Flip that dude off. And make sure that we find it. There we got it. Okay. It's got a washer on the inside. You want to make sure you keep. Got a washer on the outside. That probably want to keep that also. Go ahead and just slide it back in. put this nut back on a little bit so that way we don't lose it. There we go. Like I say, just a thread or two. And just let it get out of the way. Okay? So we'll take that off. It's definitely attached. That's off, definitely attached. This right here is the adjustment for the brake. Back. Took it off earlier. Right here is our baby nut from that adjustment. We'll just leave it right there out of the way. Okay, now we'll go ahead and we'll come around to the back. Like I say, what is the textbook answer? Proper way. I don't have the answer to that. But I do know what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off the two 9/16 right here. Holds these bars.
I can't see that, Dad.
You see these bars?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. There's one here, and then there's also a second one. This 9/16 shouldn't be very traumatic. Like I say, we cheated, and we actually loosened these first.
We loosened these before the video, so it took less time on this video because we don't have that long.
And we don't want to take up a bunch of your time also.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look underneath here, and you can see the second bolt. You see that guy there? And that's also attached to the long rod. That stabilizes the rear end. Now, as we start taking this, things should get pretty sloppy. And like I say, we didn't take the tire off like jerks. So, should start getting real heavy on one side. Now, what happens when it's off and the belt is sloppy? Because it's still obviously very attached to the belt. We'll soon find out. I rent the washer from the back side of that. Make sure you don't lose that guy.
Right.
And I assume there should have been one right there, and there wasn't, so it's okay. Probably life will go on without it, if you do. What we've got here, and these might be a bear. This is the awful part about not taking that off, is we've got a bolt here, or a nut actually right there, and then deep inside there, I know you can't actually see, maybe you can, there's so much crap in there. There's the head of the nut, head of the bolt. So, oh, there's so much debris. There's actually so much debris there. You might or may not be able to see that. We're just going to take and put our 9/16 in the very top here. Maybe we'll try it from up here. I think actually we'll try it from up here. I may have to have an extension on there. Might have to abort this and go and find a deep well 9/16.
9/16.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... Can you pause that? Probably can't pause it, can you? Okay, well that's alright. And anyway, I told you wrong, it's a 1/2 inch. So that makes things wonderful. Because a deep well 1/2 inch, deep well 1/2 inch, we have right here. Well, let's see if there's even any getting on that sucker in there.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty hard to see. Now you can probably see this thing, but
you can take and loosen this all day long, but it'll never come to. We can't get something on that bolt, so let's go ahead. Okay, well let's take just a small pause real quick while Daisy's arms get a little better. and we'll come right back to you. Okay, turns out we are going to use this kind of an awkward 1/2 inch. Maybe it's just the perfect thing. And
you can't really see back there, but
push it in there. Let me see if I can.
Back there.
Yeah, I can help you out with that.
Because like back there,
See,
you can barely see.
You can almost see in there where it is, right? And then the other one, right there. Can't see it really at all, but it is there. So, there we are. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll start on this one here once my lovely assistant is ready. Here we go.
There we go.
All set. So, what we're going to do, we're still going to take this guy right here off. Okay. Now, I have a nut and a washer.
Nut and a washer.
Don't lose those guys. Keep them together a little
There's
bit,
two.
right?
You want to keep them together.
Because you're on a bolt from the top.
And you want to go ahead and just get
See if you can go around, baby, and see this from the other side.
Okay. So I'm just going to go around and see if I can see it from the other side. Not really.
You can see where our second bolt is.
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, now I can see it. We can see it right here.
There you go. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to keep that in a bind from the top, so that way we can get the nut off of the bottom. And drop those dudes through. Now, same deal. One washer, one nut. Also, like I say, I'm sure it's not
see right
the
there?
proper way, but this is the best answer I'm going to have right here is we're going to just hit this once like a hammer. Right? There she comes. Did you see her come down?
We don't know.
Okay, now, it's just stuck on the belt up top. And we're just going to reach up, come around here, baby, so you can see around the back. Now, we've slid down these two studs. And if you can see up in there, we're still attached by the belt, right? But we're just going to slide this off fairly gently.
Sorry, kind of shaky. The dog just keeps hitting my back. We have a dog.
He's very sweet, but he's kind of a pest. So, anyway, we're going to slide that right off.
Yeah.
Then that just leaves us with this one funny hook attachment and perhaps something mystery that we haven't seen. But I believe that should do it. So, that's it. We just give it a good wiggle.
The tire is almost off.
And we're out.
There we go. Now the whole point is we're trying to change the oil out.
It just
like we said a few minutes ago.
It just runs for about 15-20 minutes real well. And then it gets real stuttery.
So this is the whole thing he just pulled out as a tire and some of that stuff there.
If changing the oil in this doesn't work, we're going to have to take it apart. So, stay tuned.
For right here video.
Is our oil plug.
Or maybe.
We're going to go and find an Allen wrench that fits this. We're going to drain it out and we're going to find out. We'll be right back.
Good.
Okay, we went ahead and we set up 4 bricks on this side and 4 bricks on this side. And we got a glass bowl and a little plastic bowl so we can see what kind of debris we get out of it. I went ahead and I loosened this up. It is a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. So here it goes then, and we will find out maybe how bad off we are. Flip this all the way over. Oh, so much for seeing the debris. We can see that it is fairly nasty. It's kind of gloppy. Go ahead and slide this over. I'll get this other brick under there. Sorry guys, ruined it. Ruined it. I didn't get that cleaned off the top. Got busy looking for a funnel, which apparently it's not a thing. Apparently that's not a thing. It's probably 10 minutes later. We're down to almost no dripping. We're still getting a glurp here and there every once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and let this linger just a while longer so we can see that we've got everything out. Go ahead. Give it a little shake. And then we'll be back. Okay. So maybe it's been 20 minutes. That's probably all we're gonna let it drip. We're gonna go ahead and roll it back over.
Back over. But try and be careful with this, because it's
out of oil.
Out of oil.
So every time you spin that gear, you're spinning it kind of dry. It's not real good for anything. But you can see how nasty our oil is. Obviously didn't have all that grass in there. That's just my fault. So what we're going to do is we're going to top it up. Should be about an inch from the top. As I say, we're apparently undergoing a funnel shortage. What we're going to have is right here, 2050.
Right there. You see it down there. It says 1250.
That's the magic number.
So he's going to pour some new oil into the funnel. He's going to pour it, and right there you see that little hole right there.
Go ahead. Use our Allen wrench. Make our hole a little better.
So he's going to take an Allen wrench and make his hole better.
Okay.
He's going to put it right in there. He's going to dump some new oil in there, and then it'll go down the funnel.
Okay, we're going to do it kind of slow because we got a real jerky funnel and we're just making a big mess.
Yep.
So
I'm going to show you him pouring it in.
You can go ahead and look down at the bottom. Daisy Bear. Look at the bottom.
I am.
Nope, under the funnel.
Okay, under the funnel, you can see it coming out right into the hole. And that hole is filling up with oil. Dad, can I pour up some oil in?
You certainly can.
Okay.
So, we're going to look at...
You're going to hold this and I'm going to pour it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad's going to trade me.
2 hands.
And I'm going to do the oil.
Okay, and we know we're making a little mess, but it's alright. Stand up, because your mom is going to not appreciate that much. Go ahead there.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of pour it in slowly.
Ooh, there we go.
Too much in there?
No, you're good. You get a little faster on your takeoff there, so that way, if you pour oil slow initially, it'll run down the side of the bottle. If you pour it fast initially, you can clear the bottle and you'll go ahead and you'll have a nice pour. There you go. See as she improves. Ooh, little heavy, little heavy, my love. That's good. That's good. It's getting in there. Let's see. Let's put this down here for a second. Don't pour more on me. Let me see if I can turn this flash on. Maybe. No, not a chance we can see in that hole, huh? That's okay. Alright, go ahead. Give us another drink there.
Ugh, slippery on the bottom.
Yeah, it's getting the oil down the side. Ooh. Alright, so we're probably...
Making a mess.
We're making a mess. Alright, maybe we'll go ahead and switch back.
No, we're going to pause because I need to wash my hands.
Alright, we'll pause and then we'll switch back. We're going to fill this up to about 1 inch from the top.
I need to go wash my
While my lovely assistant goes ahead and washes up, we will go ahead and finish filling this real fast. But it is very good to let your children help you. For one, they get older every day. So do we. For two, who will fix it when you're gone? So, you have a little more mess to clean up. You have a few more minutes involved. Try and take that. When you can. A lot of days, it's hard to get a helper. So, more proper funnel is an investment to make. This, my friends, has been the opposite of prompt. We are filling up. We're about 2 inches from the top now. Say, I don't know exactly how much oil it's supposed to take. It's supposed to be about 1 inch from the top. Just kind of where we're getting at. We got, if you can see, oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're 1.5 inches yet. You can always kind of think about this much of everybody's finger. It's just about 1 inch. Right? So we're still, oh, we're getting pretty good. We're getting into a nice place. We'll give it one little extra drink because it does have blow-offs. If we get too much, things can be bad sometimes because it overpressurizes seals. However, if you don't have enough, it's typically always bad. So, we're going to call it at that. I would say we had quite a bit of spillage. However, we're in it for about 1.5 quarts. It's 5 quarts. We're setting a little over. Oh, we're setting over a little 3.5. A little over 3.5. Kind of remember somebody saying it was 1.7 or 1.8. In that case, we would still be kind of short. Let's go ahead and see. We can look in there a little bit with the light. Maybe we'll give it another drink just to be generous. I think we may still be a little short. Okay. So, Because if I remember that right, then we're definitely short. Say as it was, we spilled a pretty good handful. And I think it wanted 1.8. Okay. Now, went overboard. Took it too far. Right up to the threads. So, I will get something and suck a little bit of that out. Okay, well, like I say, it was just a little bit over. So, all I did is I just soaked this in there for a minute. Took the head off of it. Now, on the same note, whether this fixes this or not, I don't know, we'll see. However, that's the difference. It's kind of what we're looking at today. So, I'm going to put you back on pause, clean this area up just another small bit, and we'll get right back to it.
Okay, so we're going to put the drain plug back in. And we're putting it back where the oil is.
Make sure you wipe the debris off the bottom.
Yes, make sure you wipe the bird. I can't really say. And so, sorry there. So we just wanted to hard it because I had to get oil off of my foot and my hand. And yeah, sorry about the drop.
So, we finger tightened the bolt.
We finger tightened the bolt. You can see right there where he's pointing, right?
With our 1/4 inch Allen wrench.
Quarter inch Allen.
We're just going to snug this up. We're just going to be a little bit tight on this, right?
Right.
Now, keep in mind, aluminum. And steel, I believe. Right?
Steel, yes.
So,
Here or metal.
When you're mixing these two together, you always have a high chance of either stripping the threads or just generally getting them jammed in there. So, tight enough is tight enough. Somebody could have the specifications. You know what? If you're super cool and you know, you could comment below and then we could all know. But I have no clue about the torque specifications.
There's oil on your phone.
That's fine. It'll be alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause it one more time. Flip this tarp over so we've got a nice clean dry side to work with. Get the rest of this mess out of the way. And once more, we'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and put this back in. And we're going to see how life treats us. Okay. Hollywood magic style.
So we are back.
Oh, we are back. All right. This may be a little awkward, so bear with me if it doesn't look beautiful or like I know what I'm doing, right? So, go ahead and clean this out of the way here.
Okay, so if this works and you have anything to say about it and you know anything else that you can do if it don't work but the time, we want you to comment down below.
If it doesn't work, we're going to take it apart. Most likely it is the center piece where the motor and the pump actually rotate is most likely.
Oh, Dad, it's on break right now. I accidentally did that. I don't know where we left off.
Okay. That's alright. Hey. Okay, we lost you again, but we'll get you back in here. So, what we're going to do is this right here. Right, here's the back one. Here's the one in the middle. It wasn't that bad. We didn't know that we lost you. If you'll reach in here and have a hold of this.
Yep. Oh.
However, you can make it. All we did is we reached farther on back so that way we could slide the washer in, and we just held it with our left hand, and then this got us started. So like I say, then we're gonna go ahead and give our lovely assistant, a little bit of a break with her hands, so that way she can set it down for a minute, and we'll be right back and we'll tighten this thing up. Okay.
Okay. We are back again. So we're going to just tighten.
We'll start with these.
Yeah.
1/2 inchers right here. We're gonna start tightening things up. Now, while we're tightening, keep in mind that we're also pulling things into alignment and we're making adjustments. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it slow. We're gonna do some here, and then we'll go around. Right? You don't want anything getting in a bind. So do a few. There we go. Man, that's, like I said, it's an awkward thing there. Maybe I can hold it up there, but probably not. Okay, well, so be it. That's life. What I'm gonna do, switch it over. Go ahead and crank on this one a few times. You can feel it drawing up. Feel things coming into place. Okay, now that one almost could have went tight if I'd have just kept going a little farther, right? So it seems like that is going pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and get the back one. Same deal. Just not gonna go very far with it, alright? Okay. So you could actually use a little more, but that's okay. That's okay. Now we'll go ahead and we'll swap. We'll go ahead and we'll swap to the front right up here. If you want to come around, my love.
Okay. Gonna face it there real quick, and then I'm gonna bring you up once I stand up.
Okay. And we'll do the same thing here, right? We got a 1/2 inch, and we got a 1/2 inch. We'll go ahead and we'll just put this one on top, and we'll start seating this to where we believe it wants to live at, but not tight. Okay?
Okay.
Now, again, you can see this better from the front. I'm going to go ahead and try and tighten this thing up. Oh, just another bit. Just doesn't want to.
Tighten up the way.
Well, it's just a terrible angle.
Hi, Dad, I can see you.
Can you?
Can everyone see you?
I suppose they might be able to. There, so we're starting to take the slack out of that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and we'll cut loose of that, and we'll come back around to the back.
So easier, I'm gonna. Okay, get it now.
So now we're gonna switch out for a 9/16.
So 9/16.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and we're gonna seat these in.
It's like they're having a little seat there.
By now, if things are pretty lined up, it shouldn't be terrible. You should just have some snags, right? But you could just probably do a lot of that with your fingers. Pretty well, actually, all things considering.
Can see that more better now.
Okay, got a better view, huh? Good. Okay, same gig with this one. Tight, but not tight.
Do you want me to
Can you see this guy underneath here?
Nah, not that much.
Oh, you see pretty good. That's pretty good. Same thing. You should be able to run this in mostly with your fingers. With the high hopes that everything is nice and proper. All right? Okay, so now we'll start snugging them down better. Okay, that one I went ahead and I wouldn't say that I tightened it, but I give it a pretty good shot, right? And like I say, I'm sure somebody has torque specifications for what things are supposed to be. I do not have this. I'm going to comment it below. Nobody's going to be upset. Okay.
Let's see if you can see up there.
So, we have one more bolt up front to go ahead and put on. But what we're going to do is the same as a tire, right? We're going to start with what we tightened first.
Where is that bolt? Because I can't see it.
This ratchet work out. Okay. It's alright. Oh, my hands are all greasy. I can't get this 9/16 off. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to here. I know. Revisit this again. But that's what we're going to do. This time, we're going to tighten it. Okay? I don't think that you're still dealing with aluminum, right?
Yep.
Don't let your tire fall off. However, do you need to twist it all the way around? I'll bet not.
Bet not.
So, same on the back side. It's getting pretty good. And in all reality, you could put another wrench up top while you're tightening, but you shouldn't need to. As long as you're drawing it to a close, it should tighten on its own. Okay, we'll go back to the front. We're going to tighten that one again.
Same thing I always do. Set you down there. Gonna come up now.
You don't need to set them down every time. You can just you can just keep them up.
I'll try without dropping it.
That's all right. So, this guy here, you need to go back and have another wrench. Put this big thing back on top. The ratchet back on the bottom. Just wanted to look at that, make sure we didn't make a huge mistake and get that locked underneath the bottom, right? So now, see what I mean? Now that you've started getting in a bind, and you've actually started tightening your bolt, you can kind of let that go up top. You might have a little slippage, but by the time you start getting tight, it's not going to be anything ridiculous. Okay, this guy here.
This guy right there.
We're going to revisit it. We're going to get this guy up there. We didn't forget about it. Okay? So, but first, come on back to the back one more time.
Okay, let's try this.
We're going to go back to the 9/16.
Ooh. Back
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to tighten these up.
I know, visit ain't back to the next thing again.
Okay?
But it's what we have to do.
Think about it like when you're changing your tire on your car.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
That wasn't very safe. I'll go ahead and re-extend that jack stand since Dad has carelessly knocked it down. Okay. So, we're tight. Now we'll go back around.
To the front?
Back around to the front. What did we have here? 9/16. It was a 1/2 inch, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
It was a 1/2 inch. So I did. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this guy loose. Somewhere here in the grass. There it is. That's what I was looking for. The other 1/2 inch. Remember, we have one washer in the back, one washer in the front. Probably go ahead and take it up and over. It might give you a little hassle. Drop the washer. Where'd that thing go? Well, you're gonna have to pause it just for 1 second and find that washer.
Okay.
Shouldn't have went too far.
I'm gonna pause it right now, okay?
Pause it.
I won't.
Oh, well, so be it.
It won't pause, okay, guys? I mean, it's still running because I see up there it's counting. But
there it is. It's alright. We found it anyway. Okay. So, go ahead and slide this on there. Get that back in line. The outside washer. And the nut. Okay. Go ahead and get this finger on there. Tighten it up some. And have 1/2 inch in the back, 1/2 inch in the front. Trying to rush.
So yeah.
Now, with the tire off, you can get a ratchet in here. And then life's probably a little better, right? Let me readjust myself. And that way, we won't have to stay here all day while I tighten this one bolt. There we go. Getting a little chilly out, isn't it?
Yep. We have some pretty kind of bad winds right now. We're getting kind of cold. Because I'm like in a t-shirt. Dad's in a jacket, but he has his sleeves rolled up.
Nice grease catcher if you've got an old jacket. Kind of have something expendable.
Okay, so he's just, whoa, la, la, la. Good thing I didn't press that. I dropped it.
Okay. So we're getting pretty tight on this thing.
Pretty tight.
This is a terrible nut that's on the outside of it.
It just won't tighten.
Well, it's just it's a little strippy.
Yep.
Just there.
Ooh. Try not to cover the camera.
Sorry.
That's right.
There we go. How's that? We're only gonna just give it a little more anyway.
See, it looks kind of like it's
Like I
tight.
say, it's a little bit stripped there. You can see on the edges.
Yeah.
So we probably won't go too much farther than that. That's pretty tight. It could still walk a little bit, but think it's gonna have?
I think it's
gonna have pretty good hard time walking away on its own. So
I think it's gonna be a pretty good deal for that.
That'll be a pretty good deal. So didn't forget about this guy, did we? This is right here.
Yeah, right.
So go ahead and fish it from the top.
Should I go up there up top?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you up top.
Good. Well, what we're gonna do is, yeah, there we go. No, you keep a hold of it, and
I'm just trying to get in a position
you keep a hold of it, and I'll aim it.
I'm just getting in a position I can.
Just gonna have this here, and we're just gonna put it back right where we got it. Okay. So we got this on here. It's gonna be real difficult to do like that. So let's break it off. Break this nut off of this vice grip. That way we can just twist it on, right? Okay. Thought that sounded better. There. Put it back on the vice grips. Go ahead and we had a flathead screwdriver. Over here it is. We'll go ahead and we'll tighten this back up.
It's getting cold out here, guys.
Yep. Good thing we're almost done. We're going to tighten this up. We're going to stand back and we're going to look at it once.
Sorry about all the door slamming. It's not really a door.
Yeah, it's that wind blowing the... Right back on the side of that. There's a door that needs tightened up. The wind keeps flopping it. So, anyway, that's what happens. Just tighten this sucker up. There we got the vice grips in the way. Yeah, that's what I thought. I clamped them too far back, just keeping it from bottoming out. So, and it was kind of long-winded. It'll be all right. Twist it one more time, just for good measures. Oh, jeez. Better not slack on the last bolt, right? There we go. There we go. Nice and tight. Okay. So, what we've got is from where we started, right here. Reassembled. Reassembled here. Here. We're wearing our belt. Back past. Guide. We've reassembled these two bolts. Got those two bolts on that peg. Got our neutral back. Belts look lined up. In there. See how's it look from there. I think it looks like life will be alright. Go ahead and we'll take these jack stands down. Do away with the bricks. Oh, let's get rid of these. Yeah. my last jack stand. I'll set her down. Well, now comes the moment of truth or shame. With the choke. Parking brake. I almost didn't say. This neutral lever right here. Pull that out. That pump has to be purged. Now, 4 times, 4 or 5 times, right? In reverse. Give it a little more throttle. 4 or 5 good times forward and reverse. Now allow it to go, but not go, right? And that should purge the air out. Okay. We'll try this another time. We'll find out. This will be it. Ooh, yeah. Well, not any better, not any worse. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. If you know the proper amount of torque to put on these bolts, something I should have done, something I shouldn't have done, let me know. Thanks again.